Good morning, Cules around the world. What a day to wake up to. Big win coming out of Barcelona. Home win from the Camp Nou. Home opener, I should say, from the Camp Nou. Starting off with a win. Getting 3 points against Sociedad. 4-2. Who needs Lionel Messi? I'm kidding. Can't believe I even just said that. Blasphemy. I know. But we got goat weight, my friends. Got a brace. Got an assist at the end to Sergio Roberto to cinch up the victory. Depay was amazing. Really took on the offensive load on his shoulders. Was that outlet pass for us throughout the match. Who else played well? De Jong was incredible. Surprise start. Didn't think he was going to be in the starting lineup, but he was. Fantastic things. We had a couple slip-ups defensively. We can talk about those. Overall, very happy with the match. Feeling pretty optimistic about this upcoming season. So we'll talk about the match results. We'll talk about what's in the headlines right now. There's still some transfer rumors going on that we got to catch up on. So we'll talk about all that and more. Let's go ahead and get this party started.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
All right, let's go. Levi, good morning to you. I don't know who that is, but sounds like you maybe had a rough go of things over the weekend. Fill me in, by all means. Mandox, hello. Saw your YouTube comment. I appreciate you. Or I should say the comment on the upload from the reaction video. So first and foremost, channel promo. If you didn't see the reaction video and you weren't here for the live stream, it is on the channel. Go ahead and check that out after Wake Up in Barca. Overall, my impressions. I was pleasantly surprised by the performance of Goatweight. He's coming off of a semifinal run with Denmark in the Euros. I think that has been a huge boost of confidence. I think he's one of a few players that are seeing this hole that Lionel Messi has left, and he's seeing it as an opportunity for him to step up. Now, we'll talk a little bit about this when we get into the transfer side of things, but there are still some rumors that he is looking elsewhere, that Barcelona are looking to unload him somewhere. Are we seeing something similar to what we saw from Luis Suarez last year, where there's a bit of an added motivation when Barcelona is showing you the door / has shown you the door? Is that what we're seeing from Braithwaite, or is Braithwaite saying, no, I want to stay, let's double down on this investment and make this work? Not sure which one it is. He did give up the number 9. That can go one of two ways. It's either he's an incredible team player and he's happy to give up the number 9 for Memphis to come in and wear that on his back, or he's like, I'm going to be leaving anyway. Go ahead and take the number 9. One of those two things is happening. I'm hoping that he's staying. I think that what Goatweight showed us against Real Sociedad is that he's willing to work hard. He's still got some pace. He can play through the center. He can play on that left wing. That was a big surprise, I think, to everybody. I had Depay on the left wing, Goatweight at center, Griezmann on the right wing, but Goatweight and Depay swapped. Depay was kind of that false 9, if you will. So I'm hoping he stays. There are some reports. We'll just go ahead and talk about it now. There are some reports that Barcelona are looking at the Arsenal duo of Lacazette and Aubameyang. Apparently, Arsenal offered both of them. We wouldn't take both, but offered both. Said, hey, if you want one of these guys, you can have them. Problem is, they both make like $250,000 a week. So, not the direction that we're trying to go with which aging strikers that are overpaid. We already got one of those. We are super good. So back to the match. Goatweight, for me, man of the match. Easy. I'd give him 8.5 out of 10. You got to save those 9s and 10s for ridiculous performances, but 8.5 out of 10. Really did everything that was asked of him. Depay, he wasn't on the ball as much as I thought he would be, but he was still more influential than I thought he would be, if that makes sense. I thought Memphis would be playing out on that left wing, would get the ball, would turn and try to take players on one-on-one, but Memphis is a playmaker. He's not keeping the ball at his feet for long at all. He took a couple of players on the counterattack a few times, but he's mostly receiving the ball, looking to do a nice little flick, move it on, a forward pass, keep the momentum going. I gotta admit, I'm liking what I'm seeing from this Barcelona team. We're playing as a collective. We're playing as a unit throughout the midfield. Even though, forgive me for repeating myself over and over again, even though I'm not a huge fan of Sergio Busquets in the defensive mid role long term, he did quite well. I was about to say Ricky Puig. Pedri, despite having, I think, some tired legs, held in there, played close to 90 minutes. Wasn't that influential in the pitch. Frankie de Jong was actually pushing forward a lot more than Pedri was. But they did enough. Barcelona had over 60% possession. We only gave up 3 shots on goal, which a lot of that comes down to the midfield. Eric Garcia defensively made his debut. I got nothing to complain about. There wasn't anything outstanding from his performance, but if a center back has a performance where there's nothing to complain about, that's a good performance for me. Gerard Piqué starting off the campaign with a goal. Of course, it had to be Gerard Piqué taking a substantial salary cut just to get the players that we need signed and registered on the club. Comes in, opening goal of La Liga 21 to start things off. It was fantastic. I got excited. And then our outside backs, Jordi Alba did well offensively, had a few mistakes defensively that I wasn't too happy about. I'm starting to point out that he is a bit of a defensive liability, and I don't know if his offensive output is going to be enough to balance that out. We'll see what happens. Serginho Dest had, I would say, an underwhelming performance. I thought that he played well, did not really do anything offensively when he was on the ball, much like we saw last year, was really just looking for a square pass, for a drop ball, just to keep things going, but not really be the one that's making the play, that's taking the defenders on. And then, of course, he did not get 90 minutes. Again, that was the theme last year. Dest would play about 65, 70 minutes around there and then get subbed off. This year, the difference is that we had Emerson come on, and Emerson within 5 minutes, gave up that first goal. It was a sloppy pass from Jordi Alba. Pedri didn't go to it. And then, what's it called? Sorry, I saw something in the chat and I got distracted. And then Emerson. So, bad pass from Jordi Alba. Pedri didn't go to the ball. Jordi Alba did not help Pedri win the ball back. Pedri tried to get it. Jordi Alba was just containing, not really putting in much effort to step up and actually get the ball back. And then Emerson just sleeping on the back post gets scored on. The free kick, it is what it is. It was a gorgeous free kick. There's not much you can do about that. And then so that's the 2 goals. But then here's what I was most impressed with. Instead of Barcelona, going into park the bus, everybody in front of the ball, defensive shell, we said, no. Give us an opportunity on a counterattack and we'll catch you. So Antoine Griezmann, nice little outlet, turns, runs through the center of the pitch, finds Braithwaite on the right-hand side, who had enough left in the tank, not only to make that run, but to receive the ball, give a little bit of a shoulder dip and a speed burst up the right-hand side to cross it to Sergio Roberto. That last couple of minutes is a champion's mentality that we're seeing from Barcelona. So I'm very excited to see that we were playing together as a team, that we were creative offensively, that we were sound in the midfield in terms of possession. And at the end of the day, even though we gave up a couple of late goals, we held it together, we played as a team, and we finished strong. Got all 3 points. So very excited for the match. Happy for the performances. We did slip up a bit once we started making those substitutions. Once Roberto came on in the midfield, Nico came on in the midfield, Emerson came on at right back. You started seeing some slip-ups. You really did. And you know what? Langley came on late and actually came up with that big tackle that led to the counterattack goal. So credit to Langley for starting that off. So like I said, overall, pretty happy. For me, Goatwait man of the match. Memphis could also get it, but for me, Goatwait gets it. He got a brace, got an assist at the end. Very happy with it. Let me get caught up on the chat. Let me know what you all thought of the match. Who was your man of the match? Who do you think is going to score more goals this year, Goatwait or Depay? We shall see. We shall see. All right, let me get caught up on this chat. Sociedad shouldn't have gotten a free kick last night. Yeah, it's arguable. It is what it is. Mandox, yes, Lacazette and Aubameyang reported. I don't think we're going to go for either one, though. I really don't. We already have an aging striker that we're paying too much. But it is what it is. 2 goals were unavoidable. Levi, I would say the first one was super avoidable. I think Dest would have been there and caught that one, not sleeping. Emerson was just fresh legs, yes, but I don't think his head was really in the match yet. Ovi, good morning, good morning. Anirban, good morning to you. How to vids, good morning. Who else we got in here? Ayush, what's up, buddy? Ayush says, whose impact on our watching last night was due to La Liga streaming platform change? It is very possible. I will say that last year, you said it went from free on Facebook watch to a paid channel. That is very possible. Around the world, I think we're going to get more people coming in because of the platform that it's on. Last year, during the Copa del Rey matches, which were on the current platform, the ESPN, broadcasting station, the numbers would go up. I thought it was because it was Copa del Rey, but I think it is because you don't get the same access overseas when it's on ESPN. So, hey, happy to have people come and hang out. Let's see. Sun scored a bang. Oh, I did not watch Man City Tottenham yesterday. I unfortunately was setting things up on the stream. I don't know why I'm gonna put my hair up, so I stopped playing with my hair. It's just very bouncy today. It's in my face. Anyway, heard it was a good match. I'll probably go back and watch the highlights at some point. Emerson was daydreaming of making his assist, doing a goal line clearance. Yeah, I don't know where his head was on that goal. Snuck in back post. I don't think he even knew the attacker was behind him. Levi said he had Liverpool flashbacks last night. I hear you. Up 3-0. Then it was quickly 3-2. Nervy times for a few minutes there. It was a sloppy 5 minutes, basically, from Barcelona. Yes, I remember Pjanic. I would think... okay, we can talk about that, too. So... I brought it up on the stream. Raymond I was wearing the number 14 yesterday. That number is supposed to be reserved for a Philippe Coutinho, who's injured right now. So the question is Coutinho going to be wearing a different kit number? Maybe the number 10? Or is Coutinho on his way out the door? It's very possible. We're going to talk about that. We'll get into the news here in just a moment. How To Vid says, nobody giving Koeman any credit, but he is the first to get abused when we lose. It's crazy. That's how it goes as a manager, dude. When you win, it's because of the players. When you lose, it's because of the manager. That's how it goes. You get no love. So you know what? We'll give him credit. Ronald Koeman, for despite a lot of people wanting him out last year, was able to turn things around for the club, was able to put it in the hands of the players last year. Got Copa del Rey. La Liga was within their grasp, but the players didn't do what they needed to do. I think I do question his substitutions. I'll say credit to him for making the substitutions earlier this year. One of the complaints that we would hear repeated last year was that he wouldn't make substitutions till like the 80th, 85th minute or so. So he made some substitutions earlier. I would have made different substitutions perhaps. But who knows? You never know who has a minor injury or tired legs or, just isn't match fit for some reason. You don't quite know. So we'll see. We'll see. Thushar, good morning to you, sir. Levi says Coutinho will go next year. Maybe. It's very possible. Coutinho and Mingueza wonder what number they're going to wear. Well, Mingueza is going to be 28, right? Unless I missed something. Was somebody wearing 28 yesterday that I missed? I don't think that's the case. I could be wrong. I have been wrong. Aguero is going to be wearing number 19. That's what they got on the website anyway. Let's do this. Boom, boom, boom. Screen share party time. Oh, we don't need the poll on there, silly goose. We'll put my face up here. How about that? So, looking at the first team, and I know this can be changed, of course, but Eric Garcia officially has the number 24, and then Oscar Mingueza still with the number 28. So he was injured, wasn't on the pitch, but unless I miss something. And then Aguero, there's the number 19. So unless I miss something, hang on 1 second here. Got to click back to this, but I don't want to start the show. There we go. I'm so smart. Okay. So unless I miss something, folks, was someone else wearing the number 28? Nico was wearing 28. Okay. Interesting. Well, then I think it's pretty obvious then. Mingueza is our next number 10. No, I think Coutinho having number 10 would make me a little bit nervous. I think that would be a lot of pressure for him. If Aguero takes the number 10, it's really no pressure. Nobody's expecting much out of Aguero. Nobody's expecting Aguero to be the next Messi. So I would say if you want to give it to somebody that can take the pressure and it won't be seen as a sign of him being handed the reins, I would give it to Aguero. I think it would be a mistake to give it to any of the young players coming up. They don't need to have those expectations, and they don't need to have that pressure. They certainly don't. So I would maybe give it to him. But also, let me say this, folks. For everyone who is screaming at me, telling me that I'm wrong, that Barcelona has to have a number 10, riddle me this. Who wore the number 10 yesterday? I'll wait. Okay, nobody. So I know that when we talked about retiring the number 10, everyone was like, you can't do it. It's illegal. The Liga won't let you do it. They don't let you retire numbers. You can't do it. It's impossible. It can't be done. You have to use the numbers 1 through 25 and have 25 players using the numbers 1 through 20. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, but guess what? Nobody wore the number 10 yesterday. So while it might not be officially retired, that doesn't necessarily mean that somebody's going to be wearing it. They could give the number 10 to someone like a Collado and then just never actually bring him up to the first team. They could do that too. So for all of you rule followers out there, there's always a loophole, my friends. You just got to look for it. Oh, I'm being silly. Let's get into some news. Why don't we get into some news? Let's do that. Let's do FC Barcelona news. Let's spell Barcelona correctly and news. There we go. Why is that? Nope, hang on. We can fix this. Transform. Nope. This is what I want. Hang on, folks. We're going to get this right. Don't you worry. Fit to screen. That's not good. That's not what we want. Let's go back to this. Never mind. We'll go right here. I thought that was going to work a little bit better. Oh, it's because I know why. This is what happens when you try to do stuff all willy-nilly. We'll just go like this. Here's what we'll do. Because I wanted to make this full screen. I can do it. I'll just take... No, I don't want to. I'll do this. No, never mind. We'll just keep it like this. We'll do that for Wednesday's show. I thought I was gonna have the background up, but I forgot that I messed with the what's it called? The aspect ratio. I forgot that I did that. So we're not gonna do that. All right. Top stories, getting into the news. Almost all the jerseys revealed. Good time for a jersey review video. Very true, Iosh. You've been pushing me for that. We'll probably should have done that a couple weeks ago, to be honest. But thank you for reminding me. It is definitely still on the radar. What else? Emerson was really great for Betis. Why did Barca even buy him? Mingueza really... Mingueza is not a right back. That's why he was a stand-in. Just because somebody is capable of filling in a position doesn't mean that they should be a go-to reliable solution for that position. So, for those reasons, we signed the right back Emerson. just to give Dest a little bit of competition. No big deal. All right. Barcelona win over Sociedad. Jordi Alba talks future. Probably going to take a pay cut, stick around a couple years. Barcelona register Memphis and Eric Garcia. We got that. No problem. Lionel Messi didn't leave FC Barcelona because of me, Jordi Alba. Okay, well, we got to read that. What is that quote coming from? Barcelona star Jordi Alba has refuted claims that he is partly to blame for Lionel Messi's departure from the club. Despite getting off to a winning start, there's tension between players, fans, and the club's hierarchy. It was suggested a few weeks ago that Alba, who is one of the team's 4 captains, would not accept a wage cut when requested by Barca's leadership, something that many believe could have helped Lionel Messi stay at the camp now. Here's a quote. No one called me before Euro 2020. That's false. Alba said in a press conference, when the club talks with me, I am willing. I'm from here, spending my whole life in Barcelona. That's my commitment. That my commitment is questioned hurts me a lot. As the president hasn't spoken specifically about this yet, I suppose he will speak and he'll tell the truth. My lawyers have spoken to the club. All right, so he's trying to defend himself there because apparently other people were willing to take wage cuts. I mean, it's a little bit sneaky that he's like, oh, well, no, nobody called me. Nobody called me at the Euros. I would have taken a pay cut, but nobody called me. There's definitely some conspiracies going on around the Messi saga. It's not as cut and dry as people are saying right now. Here's what I can do. Sorry. We're gonna work this out. We're gonna work this out because I want to do a screen share. Bear with me here. We'll take this off. We'll add this. Hang on. Paste the reference. Yes. Put that there. And now we do this, but we bring the camera over top. There we go. Okay. This will do. There we go, friends. Why don't we just go ahead and fit that to the screen? Boom. Okay, and then where's my chat? We'll put that over top. Boom, 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 boom. And we're good, friends. Okay, bring this up just a little bit. There we go. There we go. There we go. And we'll bring this down. You guys are seeing me build these scenes in live action. Real time. Happening right before your eyes, friends. Look at this. Dragging, dropping, doing what we need to do. So, it continues to say here, Piqué's wage cut was concluded first simply because of the timing, but the willingness of all the captains was always as it had to be. The lies annoy me. They tire me. I can put up with a lot, but I suffer for my family and the things they have to hear. This is all quotes from Jordi Alba still. It's not true that Messi left because of a pay cut that the captains rejected. The Messi stuff was separate from the captains between the club and him. I can't control everything that's said, but I've been around. Nothing will surprise me. If 10 out of 10 news articles about Jordi Alba are negative, it's normal that people think badly. I can't stand being doubted. Wow. So Jordi Alba, not very happy. Not very happy at all. Hakimi is there because it links to the next article of here are PSG's highest paid players after they signed Messi. So it links to that article up next. So that why. Yeah. Sorry about that screen. We'll work that out for next time. I need to give the chat an actual background, and then I need to get the aspect ratios figured out there. So that's what happens when you try to do shit on the fly. It doesn't always work out. What do you guys think about yesterday's layout, though? We had a new scoreboard. We had the lineup on the screen this time. I was able to mark bookings and goals, and when people were substituted off, I was able to swap them on the screen. Start a Barca conspiracy episode. Someone's gonna do it. Someone's gonna do a documentary about this before too long, because there's just too much. Like, just the fact that nobody was forecasting Messi's departure when we were at 95% of our salary cap without signing him. Just the fact that nobody was forecasting that is shocking. Absolutely shocking. So it leaves a lot of room for conspiracies about, whose decision it was, who should have seen it coming, who didn't do what, who didn't plan for this. We'll see. We shall see. Kenley, how we doing? Camper, how we doing to you, sir, as well? What gold kit are you referring to? You're going to have to refresh my memory. How to Vid says, I definitely think Laporta knew it was coming and hid it for a while. Yeah, I don't know. It's either that or denial, right? Like what? I don't understand. I don't understand. Deb Day, what's up? Been a long time. How you doing? How to Vid says, why make promises just to say I thought La Liga would be okay with it? Yeah, 100%. I think that it's a PR move. Listen, it might take 5 years. It might take 10 years, but the truth will come out. The truth will come out. It is entirely possible that Laporta knew that this is how it was going to play out, but he wanted, for the sake of the fans, for the sake of bringing in new signings, try to make it work in some way. I don't know. But now that it's done, folks, is we can sit here and speculate on the conspiracies. But now that it's done, what do you think about this new Barcelona team? Am I alone in thinking that was probably our best team performance that we've had in a few years? Am I wrong in thinking that was the most fluid our offense had looked in a few years? Am I wrong in thinking that we still have a pretty good shot at a domestic double? Call it a triple if you include the Supercopa. Am I wrong in thinking this? Listen, I'm as sad as anybody that Lionel Messi is no longer wearing the Blaugranes. I'm as disappointed as anybody in the way that it happened, as shocked as anybody in the way that it happened. I never would have chosen this. I would have much preferred to have sold Lionel Messi a year, 2, 3 years ago even, for a huge profit and have him go off into the sunset the right way. That's what I would have liked to see. It didn't happen. We were here. Things happened the way that they did. We can only look forward. I think we still have a very exciting team. I think we have some youngsters to look forward to. And there's still a couple weeks left in the transfer window. So we might be bringing in another forward. It's very possible. Who's that going to be? I don't know. Of the two, Lacazette and Aubameyang that we're looking at, I'd rather have Aubameyang, but that's going to come at quite a price. Thoughts on Messi rejoining after 2 years, I'm assuming is what you mean by that. I would say no. You don't go back to an ex-girlfriend, particularly after moving on. You don't do it. It's not the right call. Messi will be 36 after his 2 years at PSG. You don't bring no, you just don't do it. If you wanted to come back and retire as a Barcelona player, then okay, bring him back for 1 year under a limited role, but not with the expectation that he's going to come back and we're going to build the club around him. You guys saw how smooth we looked offensively because nobody felt restricted. Nobody felt like, oh, we have to play through Lionel Messi. It was much more fluid than what we've seen these past few years. It's just kind of the truth of it, unfortunately, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts, right? This isn't just for me to spout off my nonsense. Of course, I want to hear from you all. Yeah. So that is going to just about do it for today. It's going to be a shorter show. I do have to get into the office today, unfortunately. But more to come this week. Wednesday's show and Friday's show, 7 a.m. Wake Up in Barca right here on the Undefeated channel. If you have not seen it yet and you missed it live, we do have the reaction clip up on the video. So make sure, up on the channel. So make sure you check out that video. Let me know what you think of the new layout for the live matches. I know I tried to do some polls. That was a fail. I couldn't get the live results to display. So I'll figure that out for next time. We'll figure out polls. We'll get the we'll get the full screen share with the chat background. We'll work that out for Wednesday. So more to come. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your feedback. The channel is still growing. The community is still growing. Good things happening. All good things. So I appreciate everybody waking up and starting your day with me. I appreciate the positive messages. It puts a smile on my face. I appreciate it. So big win for Barca. Big things coming up for the channel. And, of course, it comes down to the love and support that I get from you all. So thank you very much for tuning in and taking a ride. We'll see you Wednesday for Wake Up in Barca. Thanks, everybody. Mwah.